Well, y'all ready for the drop?
Talk about the drop, baby.
I think so.
Yeah.
What is the drop?
The drop is our news segment, Carlos.
Oh, okay.
That is, yeah, it's where we go over the news of the week. So you done messed up, Streamlabs. You done messed up. I didn't know that this was happening until Debbie mentioned it. Debbie, can you explain to me what is happening? What did Streamlabs do, and why are they stupid?
Oh, well, that's a little harsh, but
Sorry, stoopy.
Stapoose.
Stapoose.
So everything that they've been doing, like behind closed doors and everything, is starting to come out into light. Apparently, and this is what's been said like all over Twitter and everything. Apparently, Streamlabs. A lot of people think that Streamlabs OBS was just like a collaboration with OBS Studios because the name OBS. It's not the case, as we have all found out on the interwebs.
Yeah.
Streamlabs kind of stole OBS as a name behind OBS Studios back after being, requested, hey, please don't trademark the name. That's kind of our name. Don't do that. And Streamlabs was just like, you're funny. I'm going to do it. And they did it. So, actually, either yesterday or 2 days ago, they sent out a tweet, one of those black and white corporate PR apology BS tweets that was like, we're acknowledging our mistakes. We're taking responsibility for our actions. We're now removing OBS from our names. And it's just like, anything else? Y'all realize there's more to this, right? Like the fact that you stole entire code source from Lightstream, the program, their entire marketing and UI format on their websites, including customer reviews, which they literally just copied and pasted.
They literally copied it. Like when I saw that, I was like, no, is this a prank? Is this real? And
actual copy
real.
pasta.
Actually, I'm gonna link the Twitter thread that I linked earlier in chat because it's fucking hilarious. Like the memes. Oh boy, it gets good.
Yikes.
It's too much, child. It's too much. And
like you
this
guys
is like the
don't
tip
read
of
it.
the iceberg too. All of these people are coming out of the woodwork and saying how Streamlabs has done them dirty. Elgato, of all people, like they were apparently smarmed by Streamlabs, and I can't remember how right off the top of my head just now.
Because they came up with a phone app that does what the Stream Deck does.
Oh, the Stream Deck, yeah.
But then also,
and they didn't even change the name.
No, they didn't. And in their marketing, they took Elgato's Stream Deck website and once again copy pasted everything. The layout, basically the images, the text. It's the same thing. This entire time, just like you had said, I had thought that Streamlabs was a part of OBS. Because and even Stream Deck, I thought they were all like working together because it's the same stuff and they use all the same words for everything. Like when Streamlabs said that it was Stream Deck for your phone, I thought it was a collaboration with Stream Deck. I thought that was the point. It was just like a lighter version of the physical Stream Deck that you can buy. Nope. It's they just copied their homework. They just did that, and it's like. With all of this stuff, is Streamlabs offering a service that people want? Yes. But are their business practices super shady and like definitely worth seeing the light of day? Yeah. Like big time. So here it's like Odysseus here in chat. He just streamed for the first time. Shout out, baby. Had his first stream on Saturday, actually. And did really well. And so we stayed up after Among Us last Friday. We had a community game night. And we just spitballed a whole bunch of stuff about Streamlabs versus OBS, and of course this was right before all this news hit.
Yeah.
And the pros and cons of each are numerous. There's not one that's better than the other. They are just good and bad at different things. But what I had always said is that Streamlabs is essentially like a lot of the work is done for you. So you can just push it out, especially if you want to pay money for it. there's so much available for you to do. But OBS has a higher ceiling if you're willing to work for it. It's also a lighter load on your CPU, which is why I switched to it, because I couldn't even run Streamlabs. But Streamlabs is like, it has plenty of quality stuff. But you compare the two, and then you hear something like this, where it's just like, oh boy, the collar tug. Like, I don't know if I want to support these guys. One of you guys had linked in our chat earlier that Pokimane, whose face is on Streamlabs, anytime you bring Streamlabs up on their website or anywhere, you see her face right there. And I guess she is requested to be taken down. She's like, nope, I'm out. I'm done. I don't like this either.
They stole her face too.
Yeah.
It's just crazy that a company like they haven't been around very long, right? So this is in the times where everything, if you do something fucked up, like somebody's gonna find out. You know, like it's just really weird that they're like, let's just do it. Let's just copy and paste everything.
This is
What
this
the
is the
hell?
one moment that it's like, here's the power of Twitter being used for good, and then like 3 seconds later, it's like,
It's
oh,
bad again.
there's the void of bullshit that's on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like it's a because I haven't seen any verified stuff yet. Not that I've been diving into every thread because the memes are just too good on the one that I linked, but this all started with like almost random conversation and a straight up admission from OBS just being like, all right, we haven't talked about this. We're going to talk about this.
Well, no,
So-
the initial event that like catalyzed the whole thing was there was placeholder text left on the website, like on an update that they did on Streamlabs on their website. And in that text, it was talking about Lightstream.
Oh yeah, the Lightstream guy was the one that brought it up to OBS, and then then it
Yeah.
avalanched from there.
So it was just placeholder text that they left in there because, you know, they were just copying their homework. And yeah, it all went and hit the fan, as it
Oops.
were. And it's funny that you said that in Streamlabs all the work is done for you, Thomas, because all the work was already done for them too, apparently.
Hey!
Oh,
Love it.
All right, what's next here? Carlos, what's up with this Thunderful world?
yeah, back because we had so much Extra Life stuff at the same time, we didn't get on the podcast that the Thunderful World showcase happened on the 10th, and it was hosted by the incomparable Mark Hamill. It was really fun. It was some really great pre-recorded stuff with Mark and a few special guests. I just referred to him like I fucking know Mark Hamill.
Oh, we're all pals with Mark. We know him, you know.
But Thunderful Games is a fantastic publisher. You might know them for SteamWorld, the entire SteamWorld series, and some great indie gems like Say No More or Say No More. They showed off a whole lot of clips of their upcoming releases. A lot of them we already knew about. Some of them already have demos on Steam and stuff like that. But we did get my personal thing that I'm really looking forward to is the Gunk. They confirmed a release date of December 16th. That is an Xbox exclusive. It's coming day one to Game Pass, and it's a really cool third-person action-adventure / platformer that has some really neat-looking concepts in it. It has a pretty good vibes of like a Splatoon mashed up with like Recore or something like that. So definitely in the Xbox wheelhouse, but we don't always get like that second, or actually, I guess I would say first tier, like the step above an indie game, in between the AAA and indie. I think that's where the Gunk is going to sit, and it looks like a game that I might be interested in thinking that I'm hoping that it is a contender in the conversation of one of the best games of the year. We'll see. It very much looks like the same level as Kana, so maybe I'm talking it up a whole lot, but we'll see in a month.
The Gunk.
Besides that, they also announced with a little teaser trailer, SteamWorld Headhunter. That's the newest in their whole SteamWorld universe. at first everybody on like the YouTube presentation when it was going was like, "Is this battle royale? Is it what?" No. Thankfully, they claim it's a third-person co-op action adventure. So whether that's squads or what, I mean, it might just be two-player, but the trailer wasn't really all that clear because it was a duel between characters. But we'll definitely see. The SteamWorld games are very intriguing, and I love that they completely switch up genres every time they release something new. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
We also had a rehash of the Planet of Lana trailer. They basically just confirmed that it's still not coming next year. It's at least a 2023 release, but for those that are excited that saw Planet of Lana earlier this year, it is an Ori and the Blind Forest style action adventure. Really looks like something special, but it's going to take a while. They also released, shadow dropped, I guess, the Stadia exclusive Wavetale, which, if you're familiar with the adventure platformer Rhyme, it looks a whole lot like that. Very much a Wind Waker style art style plus platforming and traversal. Looks very cute, very much something I'd be into, but nothing mind-blowing there. But like I put in the chat here, Impressive Shelton in the Facebook group keeps yelling from the mountaintops that everybody needs to play it. Unfortunately for me, it's Stadia Pro is not one of those things that's on my list to go back to. But for any of you guys that are interested, I mean, I think there's still trials if you've never tried Stadia before, and I mean the 1 month trials are hella nice. You can play a lot of really good games just on the trials. So if you haven't checked out Stadia yet, now might be the time. Go ahead and play some Wavetale. It looks like it's probably a 10 to 20 hour game. Really great looking platforming puzzle adventure. So check that out. But yeah, the Thunderworld event was pretty cool. It was it had a lot of star power with Hamill and a couple other people in it. Fiona Nova, who is playing the main character in the Gunk, dropped in, and what's his name, Justin Woodward, who did the mix presentation like days later.
Oh yeah.
Dropped by and was talking up a lot of stuff too. So indie games are in a really good spot right now, and these publishers just keep pushing out these really awesome showcases, and I am here for more of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Then we had another presentation that happened this week. I watched the first 5 minutes of this, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. Just let me know. I also was having to go check out some wedding venues at the time, but the Xbox 20th anniversary, biggest news to come out of this, of course, is that Halo Infinite was out right now. At least the multiplayer beta was. But yeah, if somebody else watched this and I missed something else that was major about this, I'm sorry. I just
I mean, Chris,
I watched the first 5 minutes and I was like, I'm good on this. Whatever this is, I'm good on this.
It is known that you aren't into the look back documentary stuff. These presentations.
I was like, all right, can we get to the stuff?
Yeah. So I mean, it was cool. Well, I mean, I like that stuff. So I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
It's a look back of where Xbox came from and kind of its beginnings, where it was like when it started, they didn't have anywhere near the vision of where it would be today and all that stuff. And I like that stuff because you see a lot of the people who really get the ball rolling on things like this, and they're usually not like the super corporate types that we imagine when we think of like a big behemoth like Xbox. It was like mostly just a bunch of dudes who were comically self-described as renegades. Some dude riding a skateboard around the office.
Renegade, baby.
Yeah, and honestly, they looked like a bunch of goofballs, so I totally believe that. But I liked looking at that stuff. I just like that look back stuff, and lately I've been on a big documentary kick. In fact, I watched a documentary about the Say No More game that you mentioned for the Thunderful showcase. But yeah, that was cool. There wasn't really like an announcement kind of event. But there were the rumors that Halo was going to come out this week, And honestly, I didn't read any of I saw the headlines and I was like, I don't care about rumors. Like either it comes out or it doesn't, but I'm not going to hype myself up to be let down. It's not worth it. But naturally when was it Phil Spencer? I think when Phil Spencer was wearing the Halo Infinite t-shirt, I was like, all right, t-shirt, Halo Infinite confirmed.
Where's the download at?
But it wasn't like 1 minute later that he's just like, and it's available right now. And right now I'm like working from home, so to speak, and Mr. Jerp and I were just like, what's that? What? Now? Okay, well, whatever we were doing before. Anyway, now we're playing Halo. And we booted that thing up. At first, it didn't work on Game Pass, so I'm actually playing Halo on Steam. But all of the friend request stuff and in-game name stuff, all of that is through the Xbox app. So fortunately, it all plays really nicely with each other. But yeah, that first day, I spent the entire day after that release playing. I mean, the whole entire thing. It was honestly irresponsible.
Well, I think this is a perfect place to end the drop, Thomas.
Yes.